because God will give you exactly what you need at each stage of your life for you to evolve, for you to transcend, for you to step into who you're supposed to be. Yo, what is up, guys? Mao here. I'm back, baby. I'm in Buenos Aires right now. This is my view. Can you see it? You already know I gotta have the views. I need a balcony to live. I have learned so much about myself in these past 2 years since I started traveling, and that is one of the things that I've realized is that I need a balcony. I need to be high up, and I need to be close to parks and nature. If I'm like too gridlocked, I literally go crazy. That's how I was in fucking Barcelona. I was like way too gridlocked and losing my mind, man. Or like I just like wasn't grounded. But anyways, I had a thought yesterday, and as you see the title of this video, it is why Tinder is keeping you from your purpose. Okay, why Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, whatever the fuck dating app is keeping you from finding your purpose. Okay, and this is a hot take because I know like so many people use fucking dating apps, and I also know a lot of people that don't. Okay, I can't like completely 100% shit on them, because I did meet my college girlfriend on Tinder. And now that I think of it, it wasn't a good relationship. I mean, I learned a lot, and it was whatever, it probably had to happen, but like it wasn't that good. So regardless, I still stand by the fact that if you're on Tinder, if you're on dating apps, you are keeping yourself from your purpose, from finding your purpose, and this is why. Now, I did not plan any of this video. All I had was that snippet, so I'm going to try to articulate my ideas the best that I can as they're coming out. So, first and foremost, if you're a guy, okay, if you are a guy and you are relying on Tinder to meet women, or when I say Tinder, just any dating app, then you're literally just fucking scrolling and taking your pick from your bedroom, like, or wherever the hell you are, and you're just like swiping, okay? And then you're just picking between these like mid-ass girls that are on there. Okay, I'm not gonna say there's not some random gem that just got broken up with and whatever, okay? Like, mid girls. Can we all agree that there's mid girls on Tinder? Like the girl that you would actually want to be your wife, to birth your kids, is probably not on Tinder, okay? She's probably at the fucking park, she's probably at church, she's probably at a cafe, hanging out with her friends or with her family, living a regular life, not on Tinder, okay? Not just showing herself to the world and hoping somebody picks her and swipes right on her. Like, that is not who you want to ultimately be with, okay? And it's fine if you're not on Tinder to like find your wife, but like, I don't know, a lot of people are on there to like find a relationship, okay? That is just like first and foremost. Like, you are not gonna meet the kind of girl that you would want on Tinder, okay? So what you are doing by being on Tinder and making that like the dopamine hit of like finding girls, finding dates, you are literally, what's the word? Like, you're not showing up as a man, because you're relying on here to find girls, and if you see them out in the street, then you don't have the courage, you don't have the experience, or just like the need at all. Like, if you see a girl that you like and you're like, dude, I'm never gonna see her again, and that's the only time that I will ever see this girl, and I'm not over here talking to girls on freaking Tinder and Bumble, then that is your only chance to like make anything happen, right? Like, you have to go talk to her. So you are forced to show up as a man to go and talk to this girl on the street, right? And it's not like you're going to be going up and talking to every girl, but here's the thing. There's sometimes that you see a girl and like, for some reason, whatever reason, you're like, she just like draws your eye, right? Like she gets your attention. You feel something, right? And in those moments, you have a choice, okay? You have a choice as a man, especially, to show up or to not show up. Like, if you feel an attraction towards a girl on the street, at a cafe, or whatever, like a genuine attraction, not just like, oh, she's hot, you know what I mean? Like a genuine, like you literally feel attracted to her, then it is your job as a man to show up. And I guarantee you, if you feel attracted to somebody, odds are they feel attracted to you. Okay, and like I said, I want to clarify, I'm not talking about you just think someone's hot, okay? This is like a genuine attraction. So as a man, all you have to do is show up. Like, you don't even have to say the right thing or anything. Like, you literally just have to show up and say hi. Like, hi, I'm here. I felt drawn to come here, or like say something. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally all you have to say. Or you could just like do some cheesy pickup thing where you ask her like where the nearest fucking cafe or gym is, and then you're like, just kidding, I actually didn't even need to know. Like something dumb. You know, like all you have to do is show up. That's besides the point. It's part of the point. It's the point that like when you feel called to do something, then you have to exercise showing up as a man, right? Which is gonna translate to so many areas of your life. Showing up. Okay? But the deeper meaning behind it is that like when you feel called, right? That, or like when God places somebody in your path, like aligned, or you just happen to run into them, like you're in the same elevator, like whatever, like nothing happens coincidentally. Everything happens for a reason. Everything's happening for you. So if you happen to run into somebody and there's a connection or there's an attraction, and you go up to them and you show up, you do your thing, and you allow what is meant to happen to unfold, like there is probably some deep lesson in there for you. Like, or maybe it's just a little lesson. Like, relationships come in all shapes, forms, or sizes. Sometimes it's like you meet somebody for a night and they're meant to teach you something. You meet somebody, it lasts for a few weeks or a month or a few months, and they're all meant to teach you something, right? So you're naturally allowing, and you're not looking, right? You're not like, oh, where's the girl that I feel like, no, you're not looking, you're just allowing things to show up in your life naturally as they should. And sometimes you're not gonna see girls that you have a connection with. You're not gonna see this for a while. You're not gonna feel it. And that's okay. And this is what I'm saying, like, in these moments, you're not over here like desperately trying to find a girl on fucking Tinder. Like, it's not the stage of your life where you're meant to meet somebody. You're in a different stage. You're in a different chapter. So like, what are you being called to do? What are you being called to work on? Where can you improve yourself? Where can you improve your life? How can you make your life better? How can you lean more into the things that are calling you, into the projects, into the inspirations that are being born from the inside? Like, what are the things that you have learned from maybe past relationships that you still need to work through and uncover and lean into your goals, your missions, your purpose? Like, what is being called to you, right? If you're not meeting anybody, if nobody is showing up in your life, if you're not seeing somebody where you are being called to talk to them, or maybe you are, because like there's always people around and you show up but nothing's coming of it, like that's all good. You know, it's just not that period of your life right now, and that's fine. Like, accept it. You know, there's nothing wrong with you. After you've been with enough girls, enough women, and you validated yourself, like, okay, like I can get chicks, whatever. Like, I know if I see a girl, and you know that you have the confidence that like you can go up and talk to them and at least show up, then it's like you don't need to be looking for that all the time, right? You're just open to whatever naturally happens to come in your life, and maybe you expect it, maybe you don't, you know, but you are focused on you. And that is what I'm trying to get at. Because if you're not meeting somebody out there, but you're just like desperate and horny and lustful, and you're not channeling that energy into you, and you're channeling that energy into fucking Tinder and Bumble, like you are not stepping into your purpose. You are not allowing you to go down the path that is meant for you, okay? God will put the people in your life that you need. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, God's got your back, bro. Like, seriously. If he's not putting anybody in your life right now, it's because you don't need it. It's because you need to focus on you. It's because you need to figure out what you're here to do, what your purpose is. And when you need to learn deeper lessons, because relationships teach you so much about yourself, like so much about yourself. Relationships are your biggest mirrors. When you need to learn that lesson or that have that experience to evolve, you will meet that person, okay? And you will have the relationship, and it might work out, it might not work out, it might last for a few weeks, it might last for a few years. Everything is different, okay? But every relationship that I have had, deep, meaningful relationship, I have stumbled upon in my daily life, where I'm just doing the things that I naturally want to do, and I see somebody and I'm like, holy shit, there's something here. I show up and things will naturally happen, okay? Like I said, for however long they need to happen to like learn and give you what you need at that moment in time to continue on your journey, okay? But you are not looking for it. You are just open to it, and you are willing to show up if it arises, okay? That's the thing, like, you have to be willing to show up. If you see somebody that you're attracted to, and you don't show up, you don't know, you just completely closed off yourself, like, from a whole fucking world. Like, your life could literally change by showing up. Like, that is literally what happened to me when I got here to Argentina. The first day, I'm working out at the park because I like to work out. Like, that's what I do, and that's how I feel good. And there was like, where's the closest park? I want to go and I want to work out. And I was doing that, and as I was running around, I see this girl laying in the fucking grass with her guitar, and I'm like, that girl looks pretty interesting. Like, I'm curious, okay? And I was like, I have to go talk to this girl, like, whatever. And that was the girl that I literally had this fucking movie of a relationship with my whole time I was here. And that's the reason I came back, okay? And I will share more on how, like, where that is later, because I learned so fucking much about myself, and it's just been great. And like, that's besides the point. I'll have a whole nother video talking about that later. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, I'm not on fucking Tinder, dude. I'm not on Bumble. And I have had the most impactful and meaningful relationships. Like, even my last relationship, it's just like, that's just how it's always been, you know? And you have to accept the fact that if you're not in that stage of your life, then you're just not in that stage of your life, so you need to focus on you. And then that's when you truly start to find your purpose, okay? Because you're walking the path that God has intended for you. You're not out there looking and swiping and just using your fucking lustful emotions to fill some void, okay? You have to learn to fill that void inside of you, and then you have to learn how to show up as a man whenever you see somebody or something that is attracting you. Then you have to learn how to show up. And these things shape you into the man, into the person that you're supposed to become. Because God will give you exactly what you need at each stage of your life for you to evolve, for you to transcend, for you to step into who you're supposed to be. Okay? So, like I said, if you are on Tinder or whatever, like for the intention of like, I just want to meet people in this new city that I'm in, yada yada, maybe that's okay. But like either way, like I just don't think you need it, bro. Just go fucking work out, go run, go talk to people on the street like a human, like go make real connections with people. Because when you see them on Tinder, there's no connection. Like you just, if they're hot or not, you know, like I'm a fucking shallow person. I look at people and I instantly, I'm like, are they hot? Are they not? Like, but in person, it's different. You feel something. You feel a connection. You feel an emotion. You feel like something. You feel it. You know, you're like, even if they're not like that hot or that good looking, you're like, wait, this person just seems interesting. And every time that happens to me, like on the street, especially here in Argentina, I meet people that are like artists and musicians and writers and poets and just people that I just feel drawn to talk to. And it's so fucking awesome because you meet people that are similar to you because you're putting out your authentic frequency, which is what I talked about in the last video, like how to actually find that, right? So if you're not putting out your true authentic frequency, you need to go do that first. And once you do that, then you start to attract the people with similar wavelengths and you start to be receptive to that same frequency back at you, okay? And then that's when like your life just becomes imbued with meaning in everything you do in your relationships, and you allow the phases of your life to happen how they need to happen, right? And like I said, if it's not a phase of your life where you're supposed to be with somebody, then you channel that energy, that lustful energy that you would be fucking putting on Tinder into yourself, into your passions, into your work, into your creations. You channel that energy, okay? And I'm not even gonna talk about like no fap and all that stuff, but like if you watch porn, like stop doing that shit, bro. Channel that energy into you, into your creations, and allow the unfolding of your life to take place the way it needs to take place, okay? So that's my spiel. I hope this helps people. If like, focus on you, man. Just focus on you and allow the things that need to happen, and be prepared to show up, okay? Being on here doesn't prepare you to show up because you have these like, oh, well, I have these people on Tinder that I'm talking to, so I'm not gonna like go out of my way to talk to this girl. Like that's, if you're not doing this, like that's your only chance, dude. That's your only chance to go up and talk to her, you know, to like anything, for anything to happen. So it will force you to step up. It will force you to become a fucking man, all right? So get the fuck off Tinder, get the fuck off dating apps, live your life, and go talk to girls that you are naturally drawn to and attracted to in the streets, in the cafes, during the day, okay? That, I guarantee you, is how you will meet the people that you are meant to meet, that are meant to guide you and make you evolve into your highest self, okay? So I hope this helps. Got all fucking blurry. Okay, here we go. Okay, cheers, much love, follow, like, subscribe. You already know the fucking deal, baby. Deuces.